This is a review of the main events in the armed forces of Ukraine over the past week. This week, the Eastern Group of Forces reported that the settlements of Yampil in the Kramatorsk district of the Donetsk region remains under the control of Ukraine's defense forces. On the Luhansk direction, Russian forces are increasing pressure toward Yampil, disregarding their personnel losses. Since the end of January, on the Oleksandrivka direction, Ukraine's defense forces have regained control of 400 square kilometers of territory and 8 settlements. This was reported by the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, General Oleksandrivka, who worked directly on the southern operational zone. Russia once again launched massive strikes on Ukraine's critical infrastructure, including gas facilities in the Poltava region and electrical substations in the Kyiv and Dnipro regions. Destruction was recorded in 8 regions, with many residential buildings damaged and civilians injured. President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that most enemy missiles were intercepted thanks to ammunition provided by partners, following agreements reached at the latest Ramstein meeting. Ukraine submitted materials to the International Criminal Court regarding Russia's attacks on energy infrastructure over the past 6 months. Prosecutor General Ruslan Kravchenko stated that the intensity of these strikes exceeded previous massive attacks period combined. During this heating season, 11 civilians were killed and 68 injured. He emphasized that the attacks brought to military advantage and were aimed solely at terrorizing the population. On the night of February 27th, units of Ukraine Defense Forces struck the Luhanska oil depot in temporarily occupied Luhansk region. The facility supports Russian military logistics. Fuel storage depots were also hit near Mariupol, Novotoroysk and Poltava in the Donetsk region. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine confirmed a strike on a missile production plant in the city of Volkynsk in the Udmurt Republic. The facility produced ballistic missiles, including those for the Iskander-M system. A production workshop was destroyed. The strike was carried out on February 20th using Ukrainian long-range cruise missiles called Flamingo. The distance to the target was 1,300 kilometers. Ukraine's defense forces struck enemy air defense positions in temporarily occupied Crimea, destroying a launcher of the S-400 Triumph surface-to-air missile system, a radar station and supporting elements. A Panzer S-1 air defense missile and a gun system was also destroyed. In the Donetsk region, Ukrainian forces destroyed a Buk M1 surface-to-air missile system, struck an auxiliary command post of Russia's 5th Army, 3 ammunition depots and a repair base. In the Zaporizhia region, an Uragan multiple launch rocket system was hit. Denmark will allocate approximately 33 million euros to modernize a training center of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. The funding will cover repairs, equipment purchases, and drones for military training, improving safety and living conditions for personnel. February 21st marked 4 years since the beginning of Russia's full-scale armed aggression against Ukraine. President Volodymyr Zelensky stated that Ukraine has defended its independence and statehood, and that Russia has not achieved its goals. He emphasizes that Ukraine preserved its state and will continue working toward peace and justice. Minister of Defense Mikhailo Fedorov outlined 3 goals of Ukraine's war plan: to close the sky and intercept at least 95% of missiles and drones, to stop the enemy on land, at sea and in cyberspace, and to deprive Russia of the economic resources needed to wage war. Commander-in-Chief General Oleksandrivka added that the Ukrainian army is experienced, battle-hardened and continuously strengthening its defense capabilities. A special collection titled War Cinema appeared on the media service Megogo. This is a joint initiative of the main communications directorate of the Armed Forces of Ukraine and the largest streaming platform in Ukraine and Eastern Europe. On February 24th, 24 documentary films were released, including Operation Kursk and the story of the 225th Separate Assault Regiment. This was the weekly overview of the key events in the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Stay safe. Glory to Ukraine!